So let's continue this lawmakers determination inside here and continue into the. I did talk about it like the 20K in my neutrino video. There was 0-1. This is neutral state. When we have the National Guard on the topology of the FMAs today, correct? Certain costs of systems and teams and systems. There's no reason I shouldn't be able to turn a Special Forces unit Black Rifle Coffee on physics. That's me. You might be able to slip one past Bill Gates or Carl Sagan, but boys, I'm telling you, I might not like it. Gets a little frosty up here in the Admiral's chair relative from Lou's perspective on the dead guy over here when you get him all fired up. Ghost Rider. They know how to do it. You get me going. So the crazy on the schizophrenic is often multi-simulators coming through, but into the index of separating some of that, how to use autism in the military from Nikki as a case relative to why the National Guard is in front of the Senate building, correlated to the ability to explanation or put out a fire relative to command directives of people in a play. I mean, most of that was the stock market anyways. Some basic explanations against Trump going out there and saying something would have been an FMA case of using that bulletproof class, like our assistant teacher Kyle over here writing backwards on the glass, because wow, fuck yeah, kick me in the knee too, just anti-up on that. So that becomes a detailed training platform which better enriches the state and moves it in much more efficiency. And then also, while you're doing that, any other time it can be a preferential angle of engineering from that stage. And so you would use, all right, so this is now the security defense stock. Why? Any augmentations to this are going to cost a Dirac equation out of something. Can I do this with any other persons on the board, regardless of what the engineering idea of an impeachment standard on definitions of the Constitution are? This is where things start to get tricky, because people like Robin Hood, GameStop, and lawmakers forget that there's a military involved that they don't fully control. Thank you very much for what it is, but sometimes you gotta grab a hold of the fucking steering wheel. Stop a body in the car. Fucking get out! That's what it takes sometimes, because you don't feel safe in the situation. That's what needs to be done. And then we'll decide the cases later. Retribution policy. These cases are connected. Obviously, that they happen in one universe. Just because it happens on a cell phone don't make you believe that I don't think this building right here is real and I will stub my toe just the same on the same damn piece of rock. I think it's a necessary lesson to see in the room who's got the balls to stand up and say in a room with a drill sergeant, like, I'll put you out on budget training. You do lawmaking, you should be able to pick out anything here like a Sharps case plague fucking doctor on the bubbles coming up out of that pool today. And you'd be able to figure out physics of the temperature of gravity in a hurry. When those kind of standards come into a place like, well, they are just a shadow. The literal review of them standing here without a camera on indexes of the separation. I'm not talking about any personnel. I'm saying restaff the index of your special forces, your Lego teams in terms of the infrared or the LiDAR versions of this information as it hits a scatter pattern, and being able to AR that sequence in time. Wait a minute, I understand you have fair court and trial, but that's an objection right there. That's how that should have been done, even in a proceedings of an opening statement. That this opening statement should have been cleared in terms of the judge saw there was nothing infracted worthy to slow the system down and cause more goddamn problems later inside of the system. That's why we have those preliminary hearings. That's why review teams and systems of your model how much you make, how many team players you can build out of that while functioning the number on a squishy zone for what you do can actually get something fucking done. Because if you don't have that number, it'd be hard to index why you're worth the infinity in the goddamn problem.